Hello, thank you for coming along to this video, and thank you so much for sharing some of your precious time with me. My name is Paul Murphy, and as I no doubt you've seen the title bar, this is a series of, I'm doing a few recitals from this, which is the just out yesterday, the 15th of March, hardback edition of my book, Songs of Injustice, by me, Paul Murphy. It really is an expanded edition. There's the paperback edition, and so it's many extra entries in there. And what I'm going to be doing on this video is to read a few of the extracts, a few of the items in that are only in the hardback edition. They came to me, put in the paperback and put that out. And also, I'm here to say that in addition, well, I must just say up front, if this sounds like a hard sell and you're already clicking for the next button or the off button, I genuinely don't make a cent, a dollar, a dime, a groat, centime, anything from the sales of any of my books. They are all held into trust for my beautiful young children when they hit 18, which is a decade away yet. But this time around, signed copies of this one are available, and they are available from my eBay shop site, which is eBay Audburn. So Audburn, if you think of Audrey Hepburn and just shorten it, and that's where I got the name from. And if you buy a copy from there, it's not, I'm happy to write anything on the dedication page for you. So if you just want me to say hi, or just put my signature, or if you want a little bit longer message, or just whatever you feel like. I mean, within reason. I mean, don't buy one and say, write me a song, at least 20 verses, you know. But anyway, so and now let's get on with some of the readings. I'm going to do 3 readings from the book, because there's a couple of other videos that, if you amalgamate all the videos together, you'll have them. And then I'm going to do some bonus material, shall we say. And again, I have to say up front, this book is not for the faint-hearted. I really am detailing some pretty harrowing injustices in this book. The items that I'm going to read today here are not overly bad, but if you go to the other videos, Where Do the Children Cry, for instance, or Someone's Ballad, just making sure your children aren't in the room if you're playing that video, okay? So, this one is called Scales. There's something in your soul that is so profane that even Satan is afraid to give it a name. All the lights are out, so they can't see what is going on behind a tartness tree. There's something in your heart that is evil personified. Something that gets off on how hard your children cried. And the wind it howls. The devil rubs his hands. He says, "You're my servant, and it's time to plan something grand." Are you lying in your bedroom, the evil palace that you built? Whatever else you know in there, it sure is not guilt. Turn on the shadows and open up the doors. Welcome your apostles, coming in scores. You know what you are. I don't want to say. You could make even Jesus forget how to pray. Perhaps your father disowned you, your mother threw you out. That's why you think of blows as love, no doubt. Even when you're asleep, there's murder in your eyes. Your sanctimonious pity, we've all realized. So, what are you looking for? I guess you've never known. That may explain the false pretense when you're first to cast the stone. I tried to speak to you, but I could not find the words. And every time I got near you, I think of all the things I've heard. Where is tender freedom when you really need it? Oh, but depravity, you sure know how to feel it. What is that you're wearing? It looks brand new. That should fetch a pretty penny, just like you. The water's running red, and you know why. What was that you said? I only birthed them to die. This insouciance, it's insistent, it comes in. You'll throw to waste. No more nights of sin. I stood upon the ledge and watched the lake catch fire. I was ready for them to start my pyre. Where is sweet justice? What is going down? You've started fresh desolation in the nursery town. Whenever they try to get clear, you throw up a new obstruction, whispering in their ear, my Lord is destruction. Give up hope was written on your calling card. What was placed inside you that makes kindness so hard? Your Medusa smile can't be chained in any box, and even if it could, well, there's always a new suitor to pick its locks. Over in the distance, I heard a new babe wail. You took it from its mother and threw its father in jail. There's rivulets of scarlet running past your door. Do not think ahead. You may see them even up the score. There is no exit, but there's a wide entrance in. You've got a sign that says, come on, let the games begin. You flay innocence at the stake, blaming everybody else for your every mistake. You set fire to a cripple just to watch him burn, laughing at his screams of anguish. That's another lesson you should learn. You are the first to build the cross. You say, send me your sad and lonely. I will make them even more lost. There's gunfire in your eyes and a dagger in your voice. When you see the funeral procession, you rejoice. You got a good deal going on with Cerberus. Is there nothing you won't do in the haze of lust? I could quit you, but the others can't. Still, they won't be there when your servant starts. Here comes the jury of Philistines. You order them down on their knees and say, drink the wine. You will not come back, that is for sure. I rolled a mighty stone up against the cave door. I don't know whether to explain any of these. There's a in the back of the book there's a very long essay which is called For Evil to Exist. That particular piece is bigger than you think. It's written as a kind of two-person, but it's much wider than that. I mean, it tangents out into certain bad political things that are going on a worldwide scale at the moment, and then it comes back down, so it's up and down. So it's governments, relationships inside the house, basically talking about Ukraine, obviously, using that as a balance point, so it's kind of like that, so it's wider, lower, wider, lower. This one is called Welcome to Today. When you're lost, who can you turn to anymore? When you're down, who will pick you up anymore? No one wants to get involved. No one wants to see your problem solved. Everyone just stares the other way. Welcome to today. If you're hurt, who will heal you anymore? If you're scared, who will console you anymore? No one wants to lend a hand. They've all got somewhere else to stand. People only have silence to say. Welcome to today. When you're burned, who will salve you anymore? When you're feared, who will protect you anymore? No one wants to comfort you. They've all got something better to do. They'll ghost you, sneer, and walk away. Welcome to today. What is trust? What is truth anymore? What is life? What is living anymore? No one wants to care a damn. Conscience is a backdoor scam. They laugh to see you burdened in dismay. Welcome to today. I would just point out, I don't know if they're coming up through, a large part of these, and certainly these three pieces here, were written as songs. So the handy thing about having YouTube now, when one amalgamates the lyrics together and makes an anthology, is you can, of course, well, if you're watching YouTube, probably on YouTube or Patreon, that you can go and view the songs and see how the consonants are pronounced and how the vowels are extended, etc., etc. So you can read it with your own cadence, or you can go and see and hear me singing it, and then you can read it again with that cadence inside it. And this piece is a very upbeat piece, and it's called Melissa with the Starlight Eyes. Melissa with the starlight eyes that paved the way to paradise. Voices gossamer soft as a nightingale's wings. Your smile, the pot of gold the rainbow brings. Melissa, when you speak our name, all are drawn unto your flame. Your symphony cadence soothes the soul, while your delicate whisper quells the thunder's roll. You bring comfort to the broken heart. You bring salvation to the lost. You bring peace when times of turmoil start. You take those stranded by the pain of love and guide them safe across. Melissa, was there a diamond true that could outshine the beauty of you? The dawn is your servant, the tide your surf. Your modesty and majesty, poets paint in verse. You bring comfort to the broken heart. You bring salvation to the lost. You bring peace when times of turmoil start. You take those stranded by the pain of love and guide them safe across. So that's 3 of the extra entries from Songs of Injustice. And while I'm trying to get the sellotape off of the lyrics here, I'm looking at putting together a, if you'll forgive me for all this, no, I've probably done that, so. Oh dear. And this is another positive piece. It's called For Ashely. You were at the diamond ceremony, outshining all others there. The CHARITIES pulled their veils high, for they knew they could not compare. Your eyes drew me to the pulpit, and wed me to your voice. I tried not to be enraptured, as if I had any choice. The moments passed as hours, as you held me there, transfixed. You stood surrounded by shooting stars, and all of them were eclipsed. You gifted me your precious time that I in no way deserved, and every syllable that you gave is in my soul preserved. Your graciousness belittles saints, let alone mortal man. Where'er I go from this day forth, in your shadow will I stand. I came blind into your orbit, and left redeemed in all. Your dignity has taught me how to see beyond what I ever saw. Okay, thank you so much for your time. That's a little bonus piece there, which is a bit positive after some of the other ones there. Just to talk out the last 2 minutes of the file, I'm looking at putting together a hardback edition of Songs Without Music. It's been very difficult getting a lot of the older books redone because the master copies, master documents have all gone missing in, well, shall I read you We Are Solicitors? Do we have time left? Okay, this is actually in the paperback edition as well as the hardback edition. This is really a song, and this is better listening to me sing it than here. I've not recited it before. Let's see how it comes out. This is maybe an indulgence on my part. I don't have the master documents because, well, somewhere in here I'll tell you why. 2, 3, 4. We are solicitors, and we love the rich. Are you poor and need justice? Ain't life a bitch? Look at all our trappings. It's a great way to live. Don't tell us about your slum landlord. It's him we are siding with. We are solicitors, and here is our main use. To twist the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You've been swindled of your savings? Well, boo-hoo-hoo. You can't afford our services. Screw you. We are solicitors. Look at all our fine clothes. Have a look at my mansion. Take a peek up my nose. I live the good life to the nth degree. There's so much cash to be made out of human misery. We are solicitors. They call us dirty scum. You think we care about justice? What fun. All we want is that's how it is. With no legal aid in this country, we're raking it in, hand over fist. We are solicitors, the devil's favourites. Our collective noun is a chamber of guilty or innocent. We could not care less. But if you're rich, then rest assured, we'll do our very best. We are solicitors, lords of manipulation. We'll make the very best out of your dire situation. Are you too confused to think? Then sign this dotted line. Oh, look, half of all you own just became mine. We are solicitors. See the sign on our door? Come on in if you're loaded. Walk on if you're poor. It's only justice if there's zeros on the end. We've got so much contempt for it, we no longer even pretend. We are solicitors, dolus in disguise. Let your victim tell the truth. We'll prove they're telling lies. Mr. Boss, those young girls say you touch them inappropriately. You've done the right thing by making that big check out to me. We are solicitors. We love power and greed. Another rape victim let down. How our hearts bleed. Abused and battered children, you say? That ain't our concern, because you've got no money, and we need it to burn. We are solicitors now. Hear what we say. We don't give a goddamn unless you can pay. Call us if you're stacked. Get lost if you ain't. There's a church across the road. Try your luck with a saint. We are solicitors, or if you prefer, call us by our real name, Lucifer. The law's not only blind, it's also deaf and dumb. Stab your wife, we'll get you off for the right sum. We are solicitors, please remember our rhyme. Just give us enough greenbacks and there was no crime. Just like us, the judges have got expensive tastes. We revel in injustice and we let them go to waste. So there's a little extra piece I wasn't going to do. That is We Are Solicitors, and that's in both of them. I mean, please don't think I'm writing, just about me here, these are, all of these works are wide scale works. Okay, I think the file is nearly out now. Thank you so much for your time. You've been extremely kind and generous with it. Once again, please forgive this. Again, I'm not trying to sell these for my children. For me, I'm trying to sell them for my children. And if you buy two, by the way, which I only realised when I got it, but you can piece them together and make a nice jigsaw puzzle. And as I say, if you'd like to order a signed, I must just say, please forgive me, if you're in the UK, this is not available in the UK yet. The hardback edition isn't out yet, again. Solicitors, huh? But you can order it from Amazon, Germany, Italy, France, and I think Spain, and within 3 days they will get a copy to you. And it's not written in French, German, Spanish, it's the English edition. The signed copies are available from my eBay site, Audburn, as indeed are most of my guitars, if you want to buy any guitars. What I was saying earlier on, my titles, I'm looking at getting Stories That Rhyme redone, which is the career anthology. Obviously a lot of these new books are just as I write them, sing them, record them, anthologize them, that kind of book. Songs for That Music is a career spanning piece running from well, basically 1982 to 2000, I guess. Well, actually it goes back to 1977 with the first love song, which started as a poem I wrote to my very first girlfriend in 1977. And I'm looking at that as a hardback, and I will be, the point of this rambling discourse at the end is that as these come out, I will be putting the new works that are still coming to me, because I've written 3 new songs since Songs of Injustice came out. For Ashely, Someone's Ballad, they will both go into the revamp. And there's one behind me there. The viewfinder works the other way to where I'm looking. I don't know if I will get a hardback edition of Poems for My Children out, because it's quite a thin book. I think it's only 100 pages. Although I suppose I've got to sit down and write another 100 poems for them. They are very inspirational. God bless you. Don't remember me if you ever see this video. But not until you're 18. I don't want you listening to some of these songs until you're 18. But again, the master of Poems for My Children, I no longer have a copy of it. So I've got to sit down, read the book, and type those into the new edition to bring it up to the 2nd edition, and then there are 7 or 8 new pieces for my children that will go into there. But of course, if you go to the Poems for My Children video, you know, then they are poems for all children. That song For Ashely there. Insert the name of your own wife or your own husband, partner. My name is Paul Murphy. It was when I started. It is when I finished. You've been extremely kind and generous. Patient as well in this last bit with your time. I'm very, very grateful to. Sincerely. Time is the most precious commodity we have. Wherever you're to in the world, I hope you're being treated with respect, and may you only know love, peace and happiness.